Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today I'm doing a pretty decent sized basement area here. Well, I guess lower floor you would call it. The carpet is about 4 or 5 years old. It's in very good condition. Only found one spot where there's a couple of marks under a desk. I pre-vacuumed it all. Took me about an hour to do all the pre-vacuuming. I did. There's two synthetic area rugs upstairs that I had to. I cleaned already. Not very big. One was about a 7x9. The other one was considerably smaller, so that was done. Wide open area down here. I have a set of stairs to do. And this is the area where there was a couple of marks. There was a plastic guard on the carpet there, obviously, and you can see where the feet have been rubbing off the side there. This is a nylon carpet. It's a very good quality carpet. There's no obvious or visible signs of soiling, really, and that's pretty much the only spots that I could see when I pre-vacuumed everything. So I've got 2 gallons in my machine. I used a little bit upstairs on the 2 rugs, but that wasn't much. But let's get rolling here. I'll be using a single step Ironman cotton, and I'm using Nanomax. The Nanomax is 2 ounces per gallon. So, and away we go. Now, just want to address, talk a little bit about the actual cost of cleaning product and how incredibly expensive it actually is to use these professional grade products, and why there's so many positive reasons for doing it, and there's absolutely no benefit to coming up with your own concoctions of I don't know, how about ammonia and peroxide and ZEP industrial degreaser. If you're watching my videos and you are watching other people's videos, you're aware that there's at least 1 or 2 guys out there that are promoting the use of these very hazardous mixes that they come up with, because ammonia is not healthy to be breathing on a continual basis. You can just look that up, and there's lots of information about that. And the ZEP degreaser has a health rating of 4, which is very bad. And it, right on the SDS sheet on the information, you can look it up online. It says do not mix it with oxidizers, so you're not supposed to mix it with peroxide. It also says do not breathe the vapors. And if you're going to be spraying this product around, which unfortunately some of these individuals are doing, they're fogging the carpet or spraying the carpet and then walking around in the fog of aerosol cleaner, very, very unhealthy for you. But one of the interesting claims is that some of these individuals will say is that you're foolish to be buying from a supplier, somebody who's making an actual product for carpet cleaning, because you're spending money that you don't need to, and it's much cheaper to go and mix up your own product for only pennies for a job. Well, let's see just how much am I actually spending to do this job. I expect that I will use for this entire job maybe a gallon, maybe a bit more. But if you go on to and I'm using this is a Bonnet Pro product. It's not necessarily the cheapest product out there, but I don't buy it because it's cheap. I buy it because it is a 97% food grade plant-based green product, so with a health rating of 0. So it's very safe and it's very effective, and it also has a built-in anti-resoiling protector in it as well, and it's odorless. But the cost per gallon, ready to use, is if you use it at 1 ounce per gallon, which for a job like this, you could certainly clean at 1 ounce per gallon, is 64 cents. Now that's just for 1 gallon. If you buy it in like I think if you buy a 4-gallon carton of 4 gallons, it'll be even less than that. In this case, I'm actually running it at 2 ounces per gallon. I was using 1 ounce per gallon all the time, and then I thought, well, I'm just going to go to 2 ounces. It's not going to make hardly any difference to the actual cost, and I just want to make sure I'm getting maximum performance all the time on the jobs. I'm not saying I wasn't happy with it, just I just decided I'd go to 2 ounces anyway. And so even if I use 2 ounces on this entire job, I mean, they're still under $2 for sure. And mind you, I'm paying Canadian prices, so that's different, but and more. But in the States, you guys, you're going to be paying the lower price than what we pay in Canada. And the other thing to bear in mind is that this is only one product. There's many different professional grade products out there, and most of them you're using anywhere from 2 to 4 ounces per gallon, sometimes more. It depends on the product and the situation you're up against, but the actual cost of using these products per job is very negligible. It'll be your least expense. And so to have the thinking that I know I'm going to go and buy myself some ammonia and peroxide and ZEP industrial degreaser and mix that up and use toxic cleaning products that I'm exposed to every day and I'm exposing my customers to when I'm in their home, which is a very unprofessional thing to do, obviously. Definitely a bad idea. And why would you do this? The ammonia smells. Obviously it smells. And this is an open floor plan house, and the customer, they're upstairs, and the open area that I was just in over there is wide open to the floor above. So if I started spraying ammonia all over the place, you will absolutely, definitely smell it. It's obnoxious. Now maybe you get used to it as if you use it every day, like some of these guys are. They say that, it doesn't even bother me anymore. Well, actually that's a sign that you're being overexposed to it. If it no longer, your body no longer warns you that this is a toxic gas, vapor that you're inhaling, and it's no longer irritating you. That's a really bad sign, actually. But and it doesn't clean that well. I did some experimenting with ammonia a couple of years ago, and I wasn't impressed at all. It works okay, but all you're doing is actually just messing around with pH. And by the way, the pH of the product I'm using right now, the Nanomax, is neutral, and most of the really high-grade, professional-grade products that are out there are neutral or darn close to neutral. I think the most that most guys would go with their products would be 9.5, and in most cases, unless you're dealing with a nasty carpet, you don't even need to go to that anyway, because the chemistry of these cleaning products and their cleaning ability is not based on pH. There's other factors. The performance of the surfactant, which lowers the surface tension, or emulsify, and the emulsifier, which holds the soil in suspension. And not only that, but we're dealing with products that encapsulate after the fact, so there's that aspect of the cleaning as well. So there's absolutely no advantage to mixing up your own products, and especially toxic things. And not only that, the other thing to bear in mind is that using a product that you're mixing up means that you're using something that does not have an SDS sheet. And if you have an issue, some kind of a problem, you don't have the ability to say, here's what I used on your carpet, unless well, mind you, if you pull out the SDS sheet for the ZEP product and they see that it's got a health rating of 4, people would freak right out. I mean, would you ever admit to somebody, I'm going to clean your carpet with something that is considered toxic? I mean, if you haven't looked at that yourself, go and take a look up, just look up SDS sheet for ZEP industrial degreaser and read what it says. And ask yourself, do you really want to use that in somebody's house? And why would you? Why? Why would you want to expose yourself to that every day? There is a consequence to exposing yourself to toxins every day. We all know this. Why would we do it? It's crazy. Now, I'm using a Bonnet Pro product here. Very safe, obviously. I mentioned already. End cap store mix sells some very good products. Many very safe. Health rating of 0, maybe a health rating of 1. And they perform so well, and the cost of operating or cleaning with these products is so negligible. It's just ridiculous to think that you're gonna somehow save all kinds of money by going to the store and buying gallons of ammonia, and going to your beauty supply place and buying peroxide and mixing it all together. And how do you know exactly what is the correct mix? Do you really understand what you're mixing up? You're not a chemist. And if you've got a product like that ZEP product that says do not, it's not compatible with oxidizers, well, what that means is that if you mix it together, you will end up producing something that has a completely different characteristic than the original. And you don't even know what it's going to gas off. It just amazes me that people are doing this. And it concerns me because I know there's a lot of new guys out there that watch these videos, and you're wanting to learn maybe to be a carpet cleaner, and you watch this guy that, well, he seems to know what he's doing, and then he gives you this advice, and he says, well, you're going to save a lot of money if you do it the way I'm doing it, and there's no problem with it. But don't believe what you're told. Research it for yourself. See if what I'm saying is true or not. Even peroxide needs to be handled carefully, and you don't really want to be inhaling vaporized peroxide all day long either. That's also not good for you. Some of these products, professional products, do have peroxide in them, but they're mixed in at a very carefully calculated percent. And when you're using the product, you're using a few ounces, not a few cups, as some of these guys are doing. And if you're using and you're relying upon the peroxide to bleach the carpet, which is basically what it's doing, that's not technically cleaning. You're not removing, you're not emulsifying, you're not, there's no surfactant involved there that is dissolving and lifting into suspension and removing. You're just altering the appearance of the carpet, and that's not genuine cleaning anyway. There's I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little hole in the carpet right there. I haven't seen a dog or cat around, and I don't think there is one here, but there's a bit of damage to the carpet there. So I've talked about this before, but recently a video came up that where this guy was talking once more about how wonderful peroxide and ammonia and Zep degreaser was, and it just amazes me that he just doesn't seem to believe what the health risks are, I guess. I can't imagine why you would do this. There's so many good choices out there for products. Vacaway has a whole line of products. The End Cap store, many different choices. And I guess that's about all I'm going to say, because I just got my low battery sign thing came up. I think my battery's gone on this phone. It's time for a new phone. It actually is an iPhone 6, so. But anyway, I think I'll just finish off what I'm doing here. I'll write down in my comments exactly how much product I use, so we all know. I said I thought I would use about a gallon, and so I think that's probably accurate. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that was my rant for today, I guess. As you can see, the carpet is cleaning up really well and moving along quickly. So I'll let you go then. So have a good day, and thank you for watching, and stay safe and use safe products for your own sake and your customers' sake. All right, take care. Bye now.